welcome back to Glowing Card Gaming. Tonight, a new debunk video. And now, your host, Adam. Hey guys. So yeah, Destiny 2 tonight kind of flopped, so I'm thinking I'm just going to do a quick debunk video, go to bed. I'm still a little tired. Just trying to catch up from all the marathon gaming. It might have been more popular had I gone right into playing Destiny. Seemed like I had some interest like right off, and then I had to go up and get some water, and everybody disappeared. It's weird how something can just destroy your stream like that. It's crazy. Yeah, we'll give everybody about 10 minutes to get back in here. Not that there was a lot of people, but we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, let's check for some headlines. Not a lot. Google adds music generation capabilities to Gemini, which other AIs have already had music generation. Some of it's just too dang good, really. Low-cost MacBook expected on March 4th. Apple ramps up work on glasses, pendant, and camera AirPods for AI era. That's interesting. Always wanted glasses like some that were just like this, but were so powerful, like we could do work. You wouldn't have to do anything with glasses. Everybody'd have them. Some of them would even be for sight too, because the lens itself didn't matter all that much. It would just project it or broadcast it onto the lens. Ugh. Samsung is slopping AI ads all over its social channels. I believe it. Cheap, easy, junk. A lot of people are watching. I think that's going to be a fad that's going to die off. Especially if it keeps being slop. If it gets really good and really, like, clear and like, actual movie footage, nothing's going to stop it at that point. I don't think it'll be a fad. Where are we at? Give everybody about 5 more minutes. Oh, here's the one I was talking about the other day. Sony is considering pushing back the debut of the PlayStation 6 to 2028 or even 2029. Nintendo Switch 2 price could increase in 2026. This is according to WCCF Tech. So you can check out the story there. Not a lot else. Main headlines. I don't really want to do that because it's all political. Tech's not too bad. You can kind of stay out of the ticky things. I checked GeekWire last time. I don't know. We'll check GeekWire again. I can't remember if it has anything really good. Yeah, really not a lot there. Let's start looking for videos to watch. Think Nuke has another new top 5? Let's see. Nothing. Yeah, he just stopped. That's weird. Nobody has new stuff. I thought it would have been, because like Depths of Despair usually does one per week. They don't have anything. Where am I going to get good reaction things? And Odrika, he will not fail me. Says I watched it. Doesn't feel like I did. But I gotta watch it now. That's what we're doing. We're gonna watch this one.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me stop the music and we'll get into it. All right. Yeah, Wednesday. I wonder if Wednesdays just start tonight. Nope, gonna have to charge my watch. All right. You guys ready? Are y'all ready for this? And be sure to thumbs up his videos and mine and share it out as well. All the above.
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Tricka. Back up in this thing, man. Today, we'll be taking a look at some mysterious videos that'll make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. But before we hop into that, go ahead and spam that like button right now so we can run our numbers up on the algorithm. And you ain't even got to think about it later. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that sub button too. Sub up. Join the family. This is the most lit and active community on YouTube, period. With that being said, guys, let's hop straight into the video.
This woman claims that this is proof that there are non-humans walking amongst us. Now, I don't say that lightly, like there could be another explanation, but this is pretty freaking weird. Now, you remember in the movie They Live when they put on the sunglasses and they could see the reptilian-y people who are amongst the normal humans?
The
And you know that movie
insectian,
might have
yeah.
been made about Dicenian goggles, the goggles you put on that can see people's auras, but some people don't have auras because they might not be people? Well, this woman goes to Buckingham Palace, okay? She's in Europe. She's in England. She's using a thermal camera and looking at all kinds of normal people exhibiting a heat signature until she goes in front of Buckingham Palace. She turns around and films the front guards on this side of the gate, and they have a heat signature. But the two guards at the inner gate that goes into Buckingham Palace, in a second I zoom it in and you'll see, they don't have a heat signature, dude. And keep watching because this is extremely bizarre. You'd think someone said, well, their clothes are thick, so you wouldn't be able to see because of their clothes. But look at these two guys on either side of the door. No heat signature on their faces. You'd think for sure if it's picking up the heat signature of this light, should pick up their face. So now, last I checked, reptiles are cold-blooded and have less of a heat signature. I'm just saying, should we get thermal cameras and check things out? Now, according to Google's AI, there is no scientific evidence confirming aliens live among us. As if you'd be waiting around for the science to be settled on that.
I would probably question this clip if it was shot in any other.
There could be. I mean, logically, that does make sense. I just wonder if they had fake guards posted there, like realistic human-looking dummies that are standing there that really aren't actual people. The guards outside have to be real because, well, people can get right up to them. But the ones inside at a distance don't have to be real people. And do they really need to have guards like that posted? I mean, yes, to some extent, but anymore with cameras and drones and stuff, you really don't need to post up people. But you'd be able to track somebody if they hopped over the fence. And anymore, you know instantly. I mean, they could put pressure paneling all over the inside of the yard, and if there's a change, you'd know somebody was there. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. So that could be something that actually is going on or happening here. But logically, it also does make sense that if those guards on the inside were moving around and didn't have a heat signature, sure. I guess one explanation could be reptilian or cold-blooded. Because I do agree that their faces should at least register some heat. And if they don't, that is kind of weird. And I don't buy the clothing type of thing, because generally the body heat heats up the clothes too. So usually you just see everything. So that doesn't even make sense to me. I don't know. You tell me what you think. It feels like there's something else, something it's not physical, but there's something else there, and I'm not sure what it is.
Location, but Buckingham Palace might as well be the Lizard Palace. King Charles was probably in there snacking on mealworms and basking under a heat lamp as this was being filmed.
Huh.
This is a strange incident that happened in Memphis, Tennessee. User Lachey was driving down the street when something hit the window.
Look at these
and
eyes
crashed
in
the
the
window shield.
look at
Looking
those.
around, only thing moving in sight was this thing. Not sure if this is human, if it's alien. I don't know if it has like a gold suit.
It does look just human. It looks like a guy in some sort of like maybe not standard clothing, but like a full rain suit or something on. I could see that. I don't think this is paranormal.
But it appears that Lachey was just as surprised as I am watching this. After watching it a few times, this does not look like a person to me, so I'm not sure.
Okay. I'm going to back it up. I really think this is a overlay or a camera filter. This is a filter of some sort. Because when you look, the way the car and the camera are moving inside the car kind of jostle and move around one way. The ground and the outside move a different way. But if you look at the person, it moves the exact same way in the exact same rattly motion that the inside of the car does. So it makes me think, oh, this is an overlay or this is a filter for the camera. One more time, take a look at it, tell me what you think.
After watching it a few times, this does not look like a person to me, so I'm not sure. I tried to write it off maybe a balloon.
I think it is just um, it's almost like in the video games where you have a pixelated person in there. It looks like they overlaid a person onto the ground, but it was really clear to me in that second view as it just jostled around and shake and shimmied um, that it's fake. This is completely 100% fake. It's a filter.
But it doesn't appear to be that either. And what was launched at their window and by who? So, a lot of questions need to be answered here.
All right, we gotta go.
See?
What do you think this is? Leave your thoughts in the comments.
And when you
It's a
zoom in a
filter.
little bit, it kind of looks like a humanoid robot. I would figure it out for sure because I would pull over and send it a Cash App request to fix my windshield.
Okay, I'm gonna walk y'all through this. This is the neighbor coming out, right? Peep this. Look at this. This is gonna blow y'all mind. Look, it's 7:33. She comes out the house. The NPC comes out the house with the bag. 7:33. Watch this matrix glitch. I'm telling you, this is a simulation. It's 7:33, y'all. Okay, walks somewhere. God knows where. Boom. Now this is the time. It's clocking the time, y'all. Look what time it is. Look. Look at the time. Come back out the house. How many minutes is that? It's the same loop. The Truman Show. It's the Truman Show. Did y'all just peep that glitch with that NPC? It's all caught on camera. Can't deny it.
I, how quickly can somebody move back inside and then come back out? I think they could do it in under 2 minutes. That's the amount of time it took for that to happen. Oh yeah, I forgot something. Goes back in. Skip. Oh look, she's coming back out. Plays. And now, granted, maybe you don't see. That's the thing. We don't see the entire 2 minutes of footage. We don't see her walk back and in. Maybe she did. But if that's true, then either way, she walked back in and then back out. Or it got skipped over that part, that moment where you see her walk back in. Either way, I don't buy this.
Boom, this gonna get crazier. Look,
5 minutes
4
later.
minutes later. Come back out the house with a dog. This is my camera too, so I do own the rights to this footage. But I'm just trying to show y'all this is exactly what they don't want people to see. They being exposed, bro.
I didn't see her walk back in the house either, so either those are triplets or she really is an NPC, and once she gets so far from the house, she just respawns back in her living room. Alright, quick pause for a second because I want to talk about something that
Now, we're going to skip the ad. There we go. We're not paid to do that.
through ZocDoc happen fast, typically within 24 to 70.
Okay. Well, all right,
Yo,
here we
now
go.
let's get back to the video.
That's electrical. That thing fried. There's some electrical damage there.
I have no idea what conditions would cause a light fixture to explode like this unless they live downstairs from an octopus. They're not getting that security deposit back.
Let's talk about Catherine O'Hara.
Sure.
It is reported that Catherine O'Hara passed away on January 30th, 2026. Ironically enough, January 30th, 2026 just happened to be exactly 33 years since Catherine O'Hara last played Kevin's mom in Home Alone 2,
Sure.
Lost in New York. Also, oddly enough, Catherine O'Hara just happened to be married for 33 years before passing on January 30th. Huh. Another odd occurrence surrounding her passing, Catherine O'Hara played this character in Beetlejuice 2. It just so happens that one of the major plot points in the entire movie just happens to be her character passing on to the other side. Also, just must be another giant coincidence that her character in Beetlejuice 2 was bitten by a snake. Oddly enough, the same exact day that Catherine O'Hara passed away, Trump would name
Wait, did Catherine O'Hara die by snake bite? Am I missing something here? Why does a snake bite have anything to do? That's so weird. Like, what dot are you connecting, man? And the 33 years, I mean, I get that they're like, Masons have 33 levels or whatever it is. I mean, it's a little weird, but I think it's just coincidental. I think this guy's looking way too hard at this.
this man, Kevin Warsh, as head of the Federal Reserve. Keep in mind that in Home Alone 2, her son's name is Kevin, and it's Macaulay Culkin. Whole different rabbit hole. Also, does no one find it curious at the very least that just 2 days later the Grammy Awards would take place, and people are saying that this stage looked like a portal, etc.? Does nobody find it odd that on February 1st there just so happened to be a full moon? Coincidentally enough, it reminds me very much of Matthew Perry and how there was eclipse around the time of his passing, as well as this is the last picture he ever posted on Instagram.
Whatever.
Hello? This video is for entertainment purposes only, as all.
It certainly is, because it's just you being entertained by you.
Always, but comment below. Let me know, guys. Am I on to something, or am I tripping this time?
You're not even close. Like, none of those dots really seem to connect for me anywhere in your rambling iterations. I am now dumber for having listened to it. May God have mercy on your soul.
Wake up.
The only reason why I think he's on to something is because every time a celebrity passes away, it always seems to be associated with either the number 33 or a coinciding astrological event. Basically, all the makings of a sacrifice ritual. If I was ever in a movie, once the 33rd anniversary was approaching, I would go into hiding.
The IRL in Antarctica, boys. IRL in Antarctica.
Hello.
How's it going?
Not that good. So we have a Starlink.
Yep.
Okay, it's confiscated. We will receive it on the way back.
You can't use it on the land?
Say again?
Can't use it on the land?
No.
Okay. We checked it in biosecurity yesterday and they didn't have a problem with it going on, but you're the captain, so it's all yours.
Okay. You will receive it in the end of the trip, okay?
Okay, cool.
It's not such devices, they're not anything that is related to the internet connection, cyber security is completely forbidden.
Really? So no one's allowed to have a Starlink?
Nope. Not even a single piece of data.
Really? On land?
That is not secure. No.
Is that for like all of it? I'm just asking questions. I'm not arguing with you. For all of Antarctica?
Yep.
Okay.
For all, it's available for all ships, not only this ship, all the ships around, and especially this one. We have cyber security. We have forms to follow. Unfortunately, we cannot let you.
Right, bring it on land.
What happened? I don't understand why they stopped him from filming and why they don't want Starlink or any, it's not just Starlink, it's any internet connection. So I don't even think this guy knows he's being filmed. I bet this is kind of a hidden camera because he said something about a smartphone because they can't have any internet connection and smartphones have internet. So if this is his smartphone camera, this footage would have been confiscated. The camera, the phone would have been probably confiscated and wiped. So it's weird. Like, why don't they allow internet connection? That's very strange.
And that's for every ship in Antarctica?
Yeah, for everybody.
Okay.
But our procedures, they are very strict, and such devices they are not allowed, unfortunately.
Yeah, no. That's fine. Thank you for informing me. I apologize.
Why? Why is the question? Why are they forbidden? Why?
If there was any issue, I just didn't. I didn't see any problem with it.
Hold on. I've got to look it up. Like, what is the given reason that it's forbidden? Because there should be an explanation of why you can't. This is something that is very strange. Like, it's so far out there. This is weird to me. If this is real. Okay. So they're saying, or they're claiming, that research stations on ships, due to interference with scientific equipment and strict bandwidth management, for example, is why the things are banned. For example, Starlink has been tested at the South Pole, but was banned because it interfered with microwave telescopes even from a distance. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so it's not so much a mystery. I mean, is that true? Maybe, maybe not. It seems like it shouldn't be, but does make sense that it could interfere. So you can't Skype, FaceTime, Netflix, Spotify, YouTube, um, Google Drive, Dropbox, and they're all limited access. And that's per international treaty. Wow. Okay. Well, at least it's not so much of a mystery, although it's very strange the way that this guy approached. He just said it's forbidden. I need to confiscate it all. That's it. And no explanation or anything given. It's so stealth. Like you don't. It's like they're hiding something, but I don't think they're really hiding. I don't know if they're really hiding anything.
Like online when I was researching and stuff, but you're the captain. Thank you so much.
I can kind of understand not allowing a Starlink for cybersecurity purposes, but not even a piece of paper is allowed. They must really be hiding something big if you can't jot down a note.
Hold on. So hold on. We're gonna run this back because this one just kind of starts abruptly. I don't want to watch it from the beginning. I don't want to watch the mirror because generally a lot of stuff happens in the mirror. There might be nothing, but okay. So that is that lady just walking by. Shadow. Another mirror or glass. Let's see. Okay. I mean, there's kind of a dot there. It's kind of circling and hovering. I don't know what that is. What are we supposed to see here? Dog sees that and he's like, I'm out.
To me, it kind of looks like a spirit orb. I feel like something was definitely there because the only thing that can make a dog leave his comfy couch seat like that is a box of milk bones.
We just learned how they're going to.
I do think the dog reacted to it. Could be legit. It's always tough to say. It looked almost like a ghost cat, and the cat was just trying to figure the dog out. I don't know.
Try and convince us to adopt a central bank digital currency.
Little.
At the World Economic Forum, Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, they're the world's largest asset manager, says we need to rapidly move to the digitization of our currency. Then says the key words here. We could reduce corruption. For that to happen, that means someone will be monitoring our transactions and determining if they can be made or not. That's a central bank digital currency. I'm anti-corruption, and everyone I know is for stopping corruption. So they're going to use that to try and convince us to go to a CBDC.
So they're going to use corruption to stop corruption. How does that make sense? Make it make sense. Because that sounds like pure 100% all the way through the entire process corruption.
Fight against corruption without adopting a central bank digital currency. No thank you, BlackRock.
we're good.
The head of BlackRock promoting CBDC scares me more than seeing a sleep paralysis demon, because all you need after that is the social credit system. You won't even be able to buy a pack of Altoids without Larry Fink's approval.
It's true.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing in.
No.
Take some of that breath. Right,
Okay.
I'm going to shut doors so you can open it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is going to be.
Share the window if you want. Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I've slammed it shut. It's not faulty. All has been checked.
Yeah.
But are you ready?
Yeah.
Emma, open door, please.
Oh, she's not playing.
Give a chance. You could walk away and show it. Emma, open the door, please. I want to see you. Show me 7. I have got her on picture. I can't find the picture. Emma, open door, please. Let me in. Come on, there's 2 new friends want to see you. Come on. Did you hear that noise in there then?
Oh.
Thank you. No, that's not me. Nothing in there.
I thought she rattled it.
Built different.
I thought she rattled it the first time. I don't know. It's tough because she's directly interacting with it. I mean, it could be a delayed rattle. She could be loosening it by knocking on it, and eventually it just kind of opens. So I don't know about
I
that.
don't think I could ever live comfortably alongside a ghost, and she's talking to it like it's a part of the family.
Strange UFO was captured by people on their way home from a concert, and as they were observing this thing, it looks like a person walking in the sky. I'm going to zoom in for you at the point where they kind of focus. Check this out.
I can see it clearly with my eyes, but I can't see it on the freaking camera. It looks like a man walking, don't it? I see you.
Ooh, what is that?
Bro, that looks like somebody walking.
It looks like someone walking.
I don't know.
It looks like someone walking. Bro, it looks like someone's walking.
Whatever this is, it does look like it's walking. There is that fabled UFO which people do report around the world called the Jetpack Man, a strange humanoid-looking type figure which hovers around and disappears and zips off at strange speeds. But it looks like it's morphing in real time. Whether this is plasma or something more, I don't know, mate. What do you guys think?
It kind of does look like the Jetpack Man, so
It's weird. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. It's hard to see. It's hard to make out. That's part of the problem. Is it just? I don't know. I don't think this one's an overlay. I think that's actually there, but what it is inconclusive. I couldn't tell you if it was paranormal or not. We just can't see it.
could be that, but it also kind of looks like a Project Bluebeam projection, and you know it's a real sighting because the footage is blurry like they filmed it on the camera with cataracts.
So is nobody going to talk about how in the Pringles Super Bowl ad, Sabrina Carpenter falls in love with a man made of Pringles? Which, whatever, kind of weird, but whatever. But then this is when it gets weird. He gets trampled, gets dismembered, whatever. And a group of girls and Sabrina Carpenter immediately get on the floor and start eating his body, start eating the Pringles.
Okay.
They're literally throwing it in our faces. They are literally throwing it in our faces.
I know it's just a commercial, but I don't know what they were aiming to accomplish, because it definitely didn't make Pringles seem more appetizing unless you're Marina Abramovich.
Well, let's just dive into the secret society connections to the Nashville World's Fair. Because I think it's more obvious with Nashville than anywhere else. And it actually answers a lot of questions. Take the pyramid, or the Memphis building. Let's just start there. Why did they decide to do this? The mainstream story says it's because the busy and historic capital of Shelby County bears the name of ancient Memphis. Okay, but that just raises another question. Why did they call it Memphis, Tennessee in the first place? Don't you think that's an odd name? You find a city and decide to name it after...
No, it doesn't. I mean, Memphis seems normal. Like, we name things, especially after other things, all the time. Andrew Jackson. Okay.
An ancient
Let's go.
Egyptian capital? It doesn't make sense until you connect it to Freemasonry. Freemasons have.
It does make sense. There are other things that it could be. Like somebody just liked the name and used it. That's definitely a possibility. It doesn't necessarily have to have connections to Freemasonry, but sure.
Always been obsessed with Egyptian and Greek mythology. Many of you natural locals already know about this. You can see it right in the middle of downtown. It's the Downtown Presbyterian Church. Do you want to tell me why one of the oldest Christian churches in Nashville is built in Egyptian revival style and features a bas-relief of Amun-Ra, the Egyptian sun god, right at the front entrance? There's only one explanation. This was built by Christian Freemasons. William Strickland, the architect, was a Freemason and also literally built Masonic halls in Philadelphia. There is no denying this Freemason-Egyptian connection. It's called the Rite of Memphis Mizraim. Anyone who's researched Freemasonry knows this. Look at their seal. Notice that temple there? This is what we're actually dealing with. These Masonic rites go back to the early 1700s. But here's something that caught my eye. The Rite of Mizraim, Mizraim is the Hebrew name for Egypt, was established in Venice in the late 18th century. Suddenly, that explains the Rialto Bridge replica. I wasn't sure why they chose to do a copy of that bridge, but now it makes perfect sense. Why did they build this random Venetian bridge? There's a reason. Because this bridge is associated with secret brotherhoods and fraternities going back to the 15th century.
I tend to think this guy might be more onto something, only because the connections he's making are very subtle. There's no number links. There's no anything like this. He's just like, they chose this bridge because it represents, secret brotherhoods. Oh, okay.
It's one of the most famous and oldest bridges in Venice. But listen to this. I was looking into the background of the bridge, and I found out about a famous painting called The Miracle of the Relic of the Cross at the Ponte de Rialto. This painting shows a miracle of a madman being healed from a Christian relic. But more importantly, it was commissioned for the Grand Hall of the Scuola Grande de San Giovanni Evangelista, the seat of a brotherhood in Venice. And sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But that's the connection. That's why they made the replica. It's not random architecture. It's a secret society and brotherhood reference sitting in the middle of Centennial Park.
It's a known fact that Freemasons have played a huge role in America from its inception, but going back to the pyramid, how do we know for sure that it was just a temporary structure built out of plaster and wood and that it wasn't already there? Because the same people that wrote our history were in those lodge meetings.
So this is probably one of the craziest things I've came across.
Okay, hold on. I have a problem with this guy wearing this weird helmet. It's like he's Magneto or something, but I know it's to keep things from. He's gonna say it. It's gonna keep things from reading his mind. I already don't believe whatever he's about to say, and I can see it's about Muppets being trans-dimensional alien beings. All right, what do you got for me?
Surfing the web. So Jim Henson was into the occult and mysticism, apparently. In 1982, he directed a movie titled The Dark Crystal, which was said to be inspired by ideas from...
I've seen The Dark Crystal. Highly recommend. It's a great movie. Skeksis are amazing in it. Recommend.
The Seth Material. So the Seth Material is a collection of writing channeled by Jane Roberts. She would use Ouija boards to try to channel this entity named Seth. So the book talked about metaphysics and multi-dimensions. Now the crazy part is this former Marine named Cal Odom, he started having these visions that were triggered by meditation. He said that there were amphibian reptilian aliens living underground with advanced tech mind controlling our leaders. He says that the aliens view humans like zoo animals and inspire religions and cause global conflicts for amusement, sort of like some loosh harvesting. But the crazy thing is, in his sketches, they all look like Muppets, dog. What do you guys think? Tripping or not?
I feel like it's very possible because it.
I disagree. I don't think it's possible. I maybe a little. It looks a little tiny bit like Muppets, but not really. I don't think there's any connection here either.
Kind of reminds me of people who use DMT and report seeing creatures like this as well. I don't know if Jim Henson uses
There's
it, but you
nothing to
gotta be a
debunk
little fried to come up
because
with
there's
something like
nothing
Bigfoot.
there.
Unsettling phenomenon of human faces
Ooh.
showing up in baby ultrasounds is not pareidolia, and you can't convince me of.
So maybe it's pareidolia, and it could be that. And what I think really is happening here is the camera or the ultrasound. The ultrasound is being taken in the same way every single time. So you're going to get this replication of material over time. So it's going to be coincidental, but it will appear not to be coincidental.
Otherwise, because it's one thing to put together a face out of random spots and dots and lines, but when the face has discernible features like lips, nose, eyelids, chin, the whole 9 yards, and it looks like someone out of a Renaissance painting, you cannot tell me that this is pareidolia or this. Now, obviously, the number one.
That one's pretty good. That's crazy good. Like that one looks like Native American. I wonder. I'm gonna go off the deep end here a little bit, and talk about a little bit about reincarnation. Maybe that's what we're seeing here is the person who lived before is now coming into the baby to live again and be reincarnated. So that's what we're seeing here. I don't know.
The reason for this is pareidolia, but I refuse to accept that. So the big question here is, why are there human faces showing up in the womb with a baby? Now, some people have seen these faces and compared them to lost loved ones, while other people believe that they could be some sort of guardian angel, like a sense of protection over
Could
the
be.
unborn child. Now, although this is uncommon, it happens more than you think. So it really makes you question what is going on here. And why are these very detailed human faces showing
That
up
is not
in
very detailed.
ultrasounds with these children?
That looks like a
Is it
fish
pareidolia,
mermaid
guardian angels, or what's your
person.
thoughts on this?
I've experienced pareidolia before, but this might be something more than that because the faces I've seen are never in 4K definition like this. I feel like there's a whole nother spiritual aspect to pregnancy that we haven't acknowledged yet because our world is so science-based. Unless a doctor tells you it's an angel, you won't believe it.
I see big light falling from the sky, and moments after, I feel a big impact and a shock wave. When I tried to look at the object, it was all blurry, and I hear thousands of footsteps around me. At this point, we all freaking out, me and my family. Then my brother calls me, look behind the forklift, and then I see the alien. It was a tall, skinny, lengthy creature, a greenish color, and he had a weird looking feet. And I could hear his loud, deep breathing, and I could see his stomach moving, and a big face, and eyes, and you could see a big mouth. And when I looked at it in the eyes, my body just froze. The same experience as having sleep paralysis. Seconds later, I could start moving again, and I start running towards the house. That's when I call 911.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
One of these days, somebody's going to go off with a sawed-off shotgun, and then we'll know we'll have an alien to pick up.
Whispering, like you can hear whispering. You can hear footsteps on the roof.
Do you see anything land in your backyard, or
they see like a big? That's what they say. They see like a big something with lights.
So they went in the backyard, and one of the officers pointed at the floor, and it was a perfect circle. So they left, and we went inside the house, and we started praying. As we're praying, you can hear a loud scream in the backyard. This is what happened to me on May 1st, 2023.
I feel like he's telling the truth about what.
So the loud scream would indicate it's demonic to me. Because if it's just an alien, why would it scream at prayer? Should just be like, well, either one, it believes, come inside and pray with you, or two, it shouldn't care about it. It doesn't believe in the same God or religion probably as we do. But having you're in the middle of prayer and it screams, that's almost demonic to me. And I've said that before, that I think pretty much all alien and ghost encounters are demonic. And that's the thing, is if you believe Satan's the father of lies, and Satan and the 1/3, all they do is lie. So they could present themselves as something that they really aren't, like a ghost or an alien, and people could be deceived by that.
He saw that night, because not only did he call 911, but he also gave several news interviews, putting his credibility on the line. Looking at how close Las Vegas is to Area 51, it's possible that something escaped.
Everybody wants to know who this good boy is. This good boy represents a Shunka Warrican, which is a creature from the northern plains. In our museum, we have him assigned to Montana, because that's where a lot of sightings were. This guy was said to go into camps and steal dogs, caused a lot of trouble. There's actually a taxidermy of him. So you figure out how to spell it, Shunka Warunkin, and you could find the taxidermy of him.
I'm pretty sure I just found a picture of the taxidermy he was talking about, and it kind of looks like a mix between a werewolf and an African wild dog. Living in the 1800s was not for the weak if they had to do stuff like this all the time.
You ever randomly decide to check?
So, I mean, that doesn't seem paranormal to me. That just seemed like a different kind of a wolf, or some sort of wolf-dog hybrid.
The vents in your house. Look at this. You see that? Here, let me zoom.
See what?
The hell is that?
Looks like a cat.
It looks like it's a box of some sort.
Oh,
man. There's another vent opening over that way, so it should be closer. I still don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it. How is that? Yeah, I randomly decided to just start looking through the vents. I went through all the ones upstairs, and then I, gave up, and because I didn't find anything interesting or whatever. And then about 30 minutes later, I was sitting on the couch, and it occurred to me that there are vent covers down here in the basement. So I decided to have a look. So I guess I'm going to try to get that out of there, and I guess we'll see what it is. Stay tuned. This is the box I found in the vent. It is dirty. I had a hell of a time getting that thing out of there. Things got really weird, so I'm going to be posting.
Okay. This seems demonic to me. People do demonic stuff all the time. I don't know why. I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. I don't get it. But this looks like it's sealed in some sort of red wax, or maybe red wax mixed with blood. There's probably some seals and stuff like that. You're going to have to cut it open to get to whatever's in there, and it's not going to be pretty.
A video of that, but I know y'all are eager to see what's in it, so we're about to open it. So as you can probably see,
it's smaller. It is smaller than I thought it would be.
And I know some people said don't open it if it is, but there's a little problem. The seal is broken. I think because it probably heated and cooled so many times being in the vent, the wax probably just, couldn't hold up. Here it goes.
You're letting it out. He's letting it out, guys. Whatever's in there, he's letting it out.
What?
It's like a little doll. Doll's clothing? Yeah, it's a little doll.
Okay. A ribbon.
A ribbon?
Weird.
And it looks like a doll's head. Yeah, that's no bueno.
Gross.
I would toss it. The whole thing. Get rid of it. Immediately.
Feels like there's something in there.
Don't.
Just be some kind of.
Don't open that.
What the? Don't.
I don't know why he thought it was a good idea to open up a big box with no gloves, but if he's cursed after this, it's self-inflicted.
I would agree with that. I can tell you, if I have a box in my vents, which now I'm creeped out about, and I've got a friend who just bought a wire camera that he just was trying to clean his pipes with. I think I might get one. Just take a quick peek around the vents in my house. Just because. I've looked in the ceiling because this is all tile. And I've looked through most of the ceilings. I haven't looked through every single part of the ceiling and stuff. But, I mean, there's this section in here, and then there's a big long section in the next long room, and then the room behind me is just washer and dryer, and it does not have tiles on the ceiling. It's just open to the floorboards above and the 2x6s that are holding up the house. So there, I can tell you in that big long one, there's nothing in here. I've seen a lot of it. I haven't seen every little bit of it, but I don't think there's anything in the ceiling. The vents, I've never checked the vents. So now I feel like I need to from that video.
Are you saying they're abdicating their duty to scrutinise me? Are you saying they haven't the guts to put questions to me? Great supine protoplasmic invertebrate jellies.
If somebody called me a great supine protoplasmic invertebrate jelly, my feelings would still be hurt. I don't even know what it means. But that was the video.
That's great. That was great. That didn't seem paranormal at all on the last one, just interesting. I like that. That was pretty good. That's what I got for you for tonight. We're going to end the video a little early. I'm going to get some extra sleep tonight, it looks like. And we'll come back with some more Destiny 2 or Diablo 2 Wizard class on Friday. We'll see what happens. Both those are getting nice views. I'm going to take a quick look after I end this video to see if any if there's anything new on Steam. May try maybe do a couple of demos for games on Friday. We'll take a look. All right. Until then, be good to each other. I'll see you on Friday. Have a good night, everybody.